Alright students, in this session we are going to start exercise 20.2 which contains definite integrals. Now first thing we need to highlight the difference between definite and indefinite integrals. In last couple of classes we had discussed about indefinite integrals, that is represented by this symbol, right? Now if we talk about definite integrals, so it is represented by the same symbol, but indefinite we have limits. Any two numbers we have, and the lower number we say that it's a lower limit, and B it is upper limit. Alright, so now we need to apply limits in our integration. And if I give you the basic example, let's suppose we need to integrate x, and the limits we have it's from 2 to 3. Alright, that is my question. The first thing we need to find out the integration of x, and the integration of x will be x square divided by 2. Now in definite integrals there is no need to write down c, because we need to substitute the values here, the values of upper and lower limit. So we need to apply the limits, and to apply the limits, that is a method that I am showing you. So its lower limit is 2 and the upper limit is 3. Now 2 in the denominator is constant, so I will write 1 upon 2 outside the limits portion. The working principle is upper limit minus lower limit, right? Upper limit minus lower limit. The function we have it's x square, so I will apply square on these two brackets. The upper limit I have it's 3 and the lower limit is 2. So it will be 1 upon 2, 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, 9 minus 4 it's 5 divided by 2, that is your answer. So in generally the working principle says that integration of a to b f of x dx, any function, so that will be equals to f of b, that means upper limit, minus f of a, and it is lower limit. Right? So that's how we integrate the definite integrals. First, the integration process is same as we had discussed in indefinite integrals, but after that we need to place the values of upper limit and lower limit as I have shown you in this example. Now there are some important rules for, you can say that, identities of definite integrals. If the lower limit and the upper limit is same, then integration answer will be 0. If both of the limits are same, then answer is 0, the first one. If it's a to b, then with the replacement of opposite sign, it will be b to a. You can observe that from a to b, from b to a, but now we have a negative sign, so these two are equal. If you are applying limits from a to b plus b to c, so ultimately you are going from a to c, and that is your final answer, right? If you are going from a to b, then from b to c, ultimately you are going from a to c, and that is your answer. So write down these three properties in your copy. It will be helpful for you. And after that we are moving towards the exercise 20.2 regarding the definite integrals. Alright, so I will start with the first part, A. The question says evaluate the following definite integrals. The question is from 2 to 5, it's 3x dx, right? We need to integrate that function. The integral of x, we know it's 3 is coefficient, so you can say that 3 integral of 2 to 5, and it's x dx, right? So now we need to integrate the function x here. The integral of x is x square divided by 2, and now we need to apply the limits, and the limits we have from 2 to 5 and 3, this 3 is present as it is. Now in indefinite integral there is no need to label c. Now we need to simplify this limit. So 3 upon 2 as a constant remain outside, and the limits working principle is upper limit minus lower limit, right? So the upper limit x square and x square, upper limit is 5 and lower limit is 2. So it's 3 divided by 2. 5 square is 25 minus 2 square is 4. 25 minus 4 is 21 times 3 divided by 2. So 3 2s are 6. 3 divided by 2. That is your answer for part A. Alright, so first you need to write down the solution in your copy, and time is 40 seconds. So start. Alright, after part A, we are going to start part C here. It says that integral of 1 to 8, 1 over 2 x to the power minus 1 over 3 and its dx. So first you need to give it a try. First integrate the function x to the power minus 1 upon 3 and then apply the limits in that question, and for that part you have a time of 90 seconds. So start. Alright, so firstly if I arrange it in this way, that 1 to 8, 1 upon 2 outside, x to the power minus 1 over 3 dx. So now I need to integrate the function x, and what I need to do, I just simply add 1 into the power. So minus 1 upon 3 plus 1, if you take LCM, that will be 3. Minus 1 plus 3, it is equals to 2 upon 3. Now 1 upon 2 as it is. When you integrate the function, it will be x to the power 2 upon 3 as I have done here, divided by 2 upon 3, and the limits we have, it's 1 till 8, right? Now 2 upon 3 will be taken out from the limits portion. So 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3 will be 3 divided by 2, and now we need to apply the limits here. So upper limit minus lower limit, right? The power of x is 2 over 3, 2 over 3. The upper limit we have, it's 8, and the lower limit it's 1, and it will be 3 divided by 4. Alright, 8 is what? 8 is 2 to the power cube and whole power 2 upon 3 minus any 1 with the power of any number, right? 1 to the power 500, 1 to the power of 2, it will be equals to simply 1. After that, 3 divided by 4 cube and cube cancel, 2 square is 4 minus 1, that will be 3 3s are 9 divided by 4. That is your answer. Alright, so after part C, After part C, we need to start from part E. One last question of question number 1. The question is integral of 4 to 9, limits we have 1 divided by under root x dx. Alright, so first we need to give it a try, and time is 2 minutes. Alright, so try, start. Alright, before starting integration, I need to arrange my equation a little bit. So limits we have 4 to 9. When you shift x root in the numerator, so that will be x to the power minus 1 over 2 dx. Such type of questions we have attempted in indefinite integral as well. Alright, now the function is ready to integrate, and when you add 1 in minus 1 upon 2, so that will be equals to 1 upon 2. Alright, so the integration, it will be x to the power 1 upon 2 divided by 1 upon 2, and we have the limits, it's from 4 to 9. Alright, this 1 upon 2, it will be 2 in the numerator. Alright, and then the limits part, upper limit power is 1 upon 2 minus lower limit power is 1 upon 2. The upper limit is 9 and the lower limit is 4. So 2 under root of 9 is 3 minus under root of 4 it's 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1, and the final answer, it will be 2. Alright, so I hope that all of you have clear idea how to apply limits and definite integral. Moving towards the next question, it's question number 2. Again we need to integrate some functions, but now we have more than one x, you can say, or more than one term we have. So starting with part B, integral limits we have, it's from minus 1 to 0, 3x square minus 2x plus 5 and dx, right? So what I will do first to make question easy, and that step is not mandatory to attempt in all the questions, I will separate the sign of integration with all these three terms. So firstly from minus 1 to 0, and first function is 3x square dx. After that minus 2 integral of minus 1 to 0 x dx plus integral minus 1 to 0 5 dx. Alright, this step is not mandatory, you can easily directly integrate when this type of question appears in paper, but this step is only for explanation because we are in the starting of this definite integrals. Alright, now these three functions, these three terms are ready to integrate. So the first one is 3 outside, and the integral of x square is x cube divided by 3. Alright, and now we need to apply limits here. So limits is minus 1 to 0, minus 2, integral of x is x square divided by 2, and the limits we have, it's minus 1 to 0, plus integral of 5, it will be 5x, right, constant. and apply limits, it's -1 to 0. We have integrated all these three terms, and now we need to apply the limits here. So this 3 and 3 cancels, so it will be upper limit minus lower limit, right? And it's x power cube. So upper limit is 0 and lower limit is -1. That is the first term we have applied limits. -2 and 2 cancel. Now again upper limit minus lower limit. So square minus square. Upper limit is 0 and lower limit is -1. And last 5 again, upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is 0 and lower limit is -1. Alright, now we need to simplify. 0 cube is 0, minus 1 cube is -1, so it will be +1. Minus minus plus 1. Minus. -1 square is 1. 1 into -1 -1. Minus minus plus 1. Plus 5 ones are 5. So the final answer is 7. Alright. So I hope that you have understand the concept that how to integrate and apply the limits. The integration part is very much similar, in fact same like we done in the indefinite integrals, only the limits part is different. So now we are going to start part D here, and it says that integral of 1 to 4 under root x minus 2 over under root x dx. Alright, so first give it a try by yourself, and time for this part is 2 minutes. So start. Alright class, I hope that all of you have tried it. Now firstly, before integration, if I separate these two terms, so it will be integral of 1 to 4 under root x means x to the power 1 divided by 2 minus 2 integral of 1 to 4, and this x power 1 upon 2, when you shift in the numerator, it will be minus 1 upon 2 dx and dx. Both of my functions are ready to integrate now, so I am going to integrate it. So x power 1 upon 2, so if you add 1 upon 2 plus 1, it will be 3 upon 2. Alright, so now it will be x to the power 3 upon 2 divided by total power 3 upon 2, and the limits we have, it's from 1 to 4 minus 2. Again we are going to apply the same method here. X power minus 1 upon 2 plus 1, it's 1 upon 2. So now the integration of x minus 1 upon 2, it will be x to the power 1 upon 2 divided by total power 1 upon 2, and the limits we have, it's 1 till 4. If you have done correctly up till now, that means you have the clear idea how to solve definite integrals. Alright. Okay, so 3 upon 2 in the denominator, it will be 2 over 3. I'm going to apply the limits here. So upper limit, it will be 4. So 4 to the power 3 upon 2 minus lower limit is 1, 1 to the power 3 upon 2, bracket close. Second bracket minus 2, again with the same method, upper limit is 4 power 1 upon 2 minus lower limit is 1 power 1 upon 2. Alright, and this 2 here, this 2 when you shift it, it will be multiplied with this 2, so that will be 4 now. Alright, after that we need to simplify. So 2 upon 3 as it is. 4 is what? 4 is 2 square, so that will be 8 minus 1 minus 4. 4 to the power 1 upon 2, it will be 2 minus 1. So 2 over 3, 8 minus 1 is 7, minus 4, 2 minus 1, it's 1. 2 sevens are 14 over 3 minus 4. If you take LCM, that will be 3. So 14 minus 4, 3s are 12. That leads to 2 divided by 3, and that is your answer. Alright, so I hope that all of you now have a clear idea how to solve definite integrals, how to apply limits, and that integral part is we had already discussed in indefinite integrals. Only the limit part is different in this exercise. So moving on towards the next question, it's part F. And the question says 8x cube minus 2 integral, lower limit is 1, it's 8x cube minus 2 plus 1 divided by 2x square dx, and the upper limit is 2 here, right? 1 to 2, 8x cube minus 2 plus 1 over 2x square. So upper limit is 2. Alright, so again same strategy question it is, and I can easily expect that now you can solve it easily. So you have a time of 2 minutes to try this question, and then I will explain. So start. Alright, so if I do it directly, now I'm not writing the integrate part with all of them. Firstly, it's 8x cube, so the integral of x cube, it will be x4 divided by 4, right? And the limits we have it from 1 to 2 minus 2. Since it is a constant, the integral is x, and the limits we have it's from 1 to 2. Finally last one, 1 upon 2 as it is. X square, when you shift in the numerator, it will be x minus 2. Alright, and x minus 2, if you integrate it, that will be x minus 1 divided by minus 1. So now we have x minus 1 divided by minus 1, and the limits are 1 till 2. Alright, so that was I was telling you that no need to write this step again and again. If you now have a clear idea how to solve integration, you can do it directly. Alright, after that simplify. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, so it will be 2. Applying limits here, so upper limit is what? 2 to the power 4 minus lower limit is 1 to the power 4 minus 2. Upper limit is 2, lower limit is 1, and this negative plus minus is minus 1 over 2. Now x power minus 1, x power minus 1, it is 1 over x, right? So I can say that it's 1 over 2 upper limit minus 1 over 1 lower limit. Alright, and now we are ready to simplify the solution. So it's 2 power 4, it's 16 minus 1 minus 2. 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 minus 1, it will be minus 1 upon 2. So 2 into 15 is 30 minus 2 minus minus plus 1 upon 4. 30 minus 2 is 28 plus 1 upon 4. So 28 plus 1 upon 4 is 28.25. Alright, so that is your answer. Alright, I hope that it is clear to you. And moving on towards the next question, it's question number 3. Again, we need to integrate the functions and apply limits. So we are going to attempt some of the questions, and I will start with part B. So first listen to this question and then I will ask you to attempt the question by yourself. The question says integral of 1 to 2 x plus 1 times x minus 2 dx, right? So before starting the integration part, we must simplify our question, and by simplification I meant that we need to multiply these two brackets. So x into x, it's x square plus minus minus x into 2, 2x plus 1 into x minus 2 times 1 is 2. Alright, if I simplify, so it's x square minus x minus 2, and the integral is from 1 to 2 and it's dx. Now my question is simplified and ready to integrate. So the integrate of x square, it's x cube divided by 3. The integral of x, it's x square divided by 2, and the integral of minus 2, it will be minus 2x, right? And after integration we need to apply limits here. So the first limit, it will be 1 till 2, 1 till 2 and 1 till 2. Alright, now x cube, it will be 2 cube minus upper limit minus lower limit 1 cube divided by 3 minus upper limit, it will be 2 square minus lower limit is 1 square divided by 2 minus 2, upper limit is 2, lower limit is 1. So 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 1, it's 7 over 3 minus 2 square is 4, 4 minus 1, it's 3, 3 over 2 minus 2. Now LCM is 6, 3 2s are 6, 2 7s are 14, 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 1 into 6, 2 6s are 12. Alright, now we need to simplify. So 14 minus 21, right? Minus 12 and minus 10 is 21. So 14 minus 21, it's minus 7 divided by 6. So that is your answer. Alright, so you have a time of 40 seconds to note down the solution in your copy, and then I will start the next part. So begin. Alright, so after part B you need to attempt part D now. It's 0 till 4 under root x 1 minus under root x dx, and for this part you have a time of 2 minutes. So first give it a try and then I will explain. So stop. Alright. So first, before applying integration, we need to simplify it. So root x into 1, it will be under root x minus root x into root x, it will be x only, and dx, and the limit is already present. X root means x to the power 1 upon 2 minus x dx integral from 0 to 4. Now my function is ready to integrate, right? So x to the power 1 upon 2, after integrate, it will be x to the power 3 upon 2 whole power 3 upon 2, alright, minus x integral is x square divided by 2. And now the limits we can apply in this way as well, 0 to 4. Either you apply in this way or you apply in this way. These two are same, alright. Now first we need to apply the upper limit. The upper limit is 4. So I will say that 4 to the power 3 upon 2 upon this 3 upon 2 as it is, minus upper limit is 4. So 4 square is 16, but I am writing 4 square divided by 2. I have applied upper limit in both of the values x, and now I will apply lower limit. So x is 0, 0 power anything is 0, minus that will be 0 as well. So that's how we can apply the limits as well, that we are applying the upper limit in all these functions, and then lower limits in all these functions, and then subtract it. So 4 to the power 3 upon 2, it will be 8, and this denominator 3 upon 2, it will be 2 upon 3, minus 4 square is 16, 16 upon 2, it's 8. So 2 8s are 16 divided by 3 minus 8, taking LCM, 16 minus 24 will be minus 8 divided by 3, and that is your final answer. I hope that all of you are clear regarding these questions. Moving on to the next part, it's part F. Integrate from 0 to 1 x square 2 minus 3 under root x dx. Again, you have a time of 2 minutes to give it a try, and then I will explain. So start. Alright, done. Before starting integration, we need to simplify it. So it will be 2x square minus 3. Now x to the power 1 upon 2 root and plus 2. Right, bases are same, they are multiplying, so we need to add their powers. So 1 upon 2 plus 2, it will be x to the power 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5 upon 2. Alright. So when we multiply these two, we are going to get x to the power 5 upon 2 and dx, and the sign of integration from 0 to 1. Alright. Now my function is ready to integrate, so I'm going to integrate it. So it will be 2 integral of x square is x cube upon 3 minus 3. 5 over 2 plus 1, it will be 7 over 2. So now it's x to the power 7 over 2 divided by 7 over 2, and the limits we have, it's from 0 to 1. Alright, so I'm going to place the upper limit first and then subtract then lower limit. So it will be 2. Upper limit is what? 1 divided by 3 minus 3. Upper limit is 1. 1 to the power 7 upon 2, or 1 to the power anything, it will be 1 divided by 7 upon 2. So here I have applied upper limit. Now minus. Lower limit is 0, and if you divide any number by 0, that will be 0 again. Alright, so we need to simplify this bracket only. So it's 2 over 3 minus 3. This 7 upon 2, when you flip, it will be 2 over 7. So 2 over 3 minus 6 over 7. LCM is 21, 3 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s, 3 6 are 18. 14 minus 18, it leads to minus 4 divided by 21. And that is your answer. I hope that integral with limits now clear to you. All the methods, the rule are same like we had done in indefinite integral, but the only part that differs is how we are going to apply the limits. Alright, so moving on towards the next question. It's question number 4, and we are going to attempt part B. The question says integral of 1 to 2 1 minus 2x cube divided by x square dx. Firstly, we need to simplify it. So I can write in this form 1 over x square minus 2x cube divided by x square. Just simplify the question. Alright, and x power 2, it will be x power minus 2. If you shift in the numerator, minus x square and x power 3 cancel, so it's 2x dx, and integrals are 1 to 2. Now the function is ready to integrate. So x power minus 2, it will be x power minus 1 divided by minus 1 minus 2 x square upon 2. The limits we have, it's 1 till 2. So I'm going to place upper limit. So it will be 2 to the power minus 1 minus 2. 2 and 2 cancel. So it will be x square, that means 2 square. That is my upper limit minus lower limit. So lower limit is minus 1 minus 1 square is 1. Alright. So minus 2 power minus 1, it's 1 upon 2. Minus 2 square is 4. Minus 1 minus 1, it's minus 2. Alright. So now it's minus 1 upon 2 minus 4, it's minus 4.5 plus 2, that is minus 2.5. Alright, so that is your answer. So the same style question like we have attempted in question number 3. So as your homework, you need to attempt question number 3 part E and question number 4 part D. Alright, this is quite enough for today class.
See you in next class. Allah Hafiz.